Hey, good morning, traders. All right, let's do a daily rundown of our crypto space and see what the market sentiment looks like today. I can tell you overall, not much has changed, but if you haven't watched the video from yesterday, we'll run through some of the charts today, do a few different charts, and see if anything has changed. Some of our altcoins are faring better than others. All right, so before we begin, let's do a little housekeeping. Let me grab some of this coffee before it gets cold. Go Packers. Uh, so I started this venture a few weeks ago on a nudge from a friend. I don't know where it's going or how it's going to progress, but I am humbled and grateful for the support that I've received so far. I never thought there'd be so many of you that enjoy listening to me drone on about technical analysis in the crypto world. That's completely shocking to me, but also inspiring. Something could come of this. I have a goal set aside for the end of December. And if I don't reach that goal, I'll probably just put the kibosh on this. And don't worry about those of you who have paid and are subscribers. I've got your cash set aside. You'll get a full refund if I, decide not to move forward with this. This is all an experiment for me right now, and I'm not doing a very good job of advertising my subscription service. I just started that last week, and just from my poorly advertised services, I've gotten dozens of paid subscribers already, and that is completely shocking to me. But I'm very grateful for all of the support that I have received thus far. For those of you that don't know how to subscribe, because I'm not doing a very good job of describing that, head over to studamus.substack.com. There, the address popped up, and you will be greeted with the newsletter venue. There, you would type in the the email of choice that you would like to receive notifications at, and studam.us is my domain. One quick caveat about that domain. I created that thinking that maybe I'll put up something for members, but understand that I am in the cyberspace. That's my current career path. I'm a cybersecurity expert, and I also have dabbled in penetration testing, in other words, professional hacking. And so I understand how easy it is to hack these public domains and websites. Um, if I wanted to be a dishonest person, that's a good way to make a lot of money. I say all that, and I appreciate you bearing with my rants here. But to say that I don't know if I really want to stick up a public domain. It's just another attack surface that hackers can get at. And a lot of hackers are after your crypto. You got to be very careful with that. We'll talk about that in other videos. But for now, we'll let Substack take care of the security issues. So you enter your email there, click subscribe, and you'll be presented with one of three membership forms. First of all, you can pay, and let me do a print screen here and highlight annual or monthly. That is one type of subscription. That's for my paid members. And with that, you'll get one of the things that I plan on doing is turning this morning market analysis into a podcast. So, for instance, I'm headed to the gym soon, right? I don't like to comb my hair in the morning. I don't like to get all I don't edit these videos. I don't do anything special. You see the background behind me. I'm just putting out videos with content that I hope that you find useful and beneficial to your trading in the crypto space. With that being said, those of you who are subscribed members will get several benefits, and that I'm going to turn this morning sentiment a video into a podcast. So if you're headed to the gym, you don't have time to watch, you won't see everything that's going on. You won't see the charts, but you'll get a general sense of what the sentiment is. I'll relay that in the audio version. All right. So subscribers will get to subscribe to that podcast, as well as I'm about to put out a video on a new crypto that I have in my long-term portfolio. Remember, I have my portfolio split up 50-50. I have long-term. I don't trade that. I don't dabble with trades on that. And then I have this trading account, and this is where you see all the videos. All right. So in my long-term portfolio, I have a crypto that I'm staking with 35% rewards. I'm about to put out coming soon, on what that crypto is and how to stake your cash in that particular crypto, which you earn 35% rewards for per year. Where can you get 35% profit on anything in the traditional space? That's all owned by by Wall Street and the market manipulators. And this is another reason why I like the crypto space. There's a lot happening. I do believe it is the future of the internet. I believe someday our whole internet is going to be built upon, they call it Web 3.0, but on blockchain. All right. And another thing I'm going to do for subscribers is I'm going to start to put out how-to videos. What is technical analysis? Most of you know what that is. How do you do technical analysis? What's the history on it? What is the success rate, probabilities of different patterns and candle structures, et cetera, et cetera. That is all coming in the future if this thing continues to grow like it is. Right now, it's just a hobby. It's just something I do on the side. I need to be compensated in some way for the time that I'm taking to make these videos. And because I'm missing a lot of opportunities in the trading space as I create these videos. And lost opportunities for me is lost money. So all you guys are doing with these subscription plans, you're compensating the money in some way, hopefully, that I've lost, though it's not much. And these subscription plans, listen, guys, I've seen other, not to go on and on about this. We'll get to the market sentiment in just a second. I've seen other professional traders charge $200 per month. I'm just charging per year right now because I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going. I just hope that you find the content valuable. The other subscription level is a founding member. And in that, you get one more benefit. And I'll highlight that down here. I'm going to send out trade alerts for every trade that I make along the way. All right. So you will be notified. You will be the first. You'll get a push notification to your phone and you'll know what I sold, when I sold it, how much of my portfolio that consisted of, and what my current portfolio percentage of holdings looks like in my trading account. All right. Enough said about that. Let's get back and run through. I don't think I have anything else on the housekeeping. Apologize for that long-winded preview. Let's run through these charts real quick. SHIB USD. All right, this is pretty much going to be a repeat of what I mentioned yesterday before we run through. Give me a second to get another sip of this coffee. Coffee tastes so much better from a Packers mug. All right, sorry for those of you that are not enthused by that. SHIB is looking pretty, what can I say about this? The market movers are going to play tricks with your heads today. We are right on the edge with a lot of different things. And look at this. SHIB is right under a main support. All right. We have to close above this today for me to remain bullish. Don't necessarily have to close above this uptrending red line. Like I mentioned yesterday, if you watched the video yesterday, I have changed my sentiment in that regards because it could be, and what it's looking like with all of these charts is that the altcoins are just going to take a slower path up in the future. We're not going to necessarily move as rapidly. Now, the key to that is where we close today. Will we close above this red line, or will we close somewhere in this territory and traject sideways for a week or so? I don't know what's going to happen, but in order for me to remain bullish on SHIB here, we have to close above this support. And that is currently 0.000049. Might as well make it 5, right? All right, we have to close above that, or I would be out on this trade. Moving along, I'm going to do a new one today, ADA USD. All right, interesting. So we came out of this triangle, and I don't have any supports drawn out, but look at that. That does definitely look like a resistance level. We hit our heads on, came back down. Remember I said we'd like to touch the top of these triangles. Let me extend that line right. Click OK. Look at that. We kissed that triangle, and I think what's going to happen now, again, we're resting on our 200-day. That's another good sign. We've also kissed this triangle here. I think what's going to happen is by the end of the day, you will see a close above this level of resistance at $1.90. In order for me to remain bullish, that is where we have to close. I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself today on a lot of these charts. Today, they are going to play with your heads. The market movers, the guys with all the capital, they want you to sell. They want you to sell down here. They want you scared enough that you'll give up enough of your positions so that they can buy and move this thing up for cheap, for a discount. So keep that in mind. Watch this closely. Of course, set your stops. I would set my stop down here below the top of this triangle, or it's no longer a triangle. It was the top of a triangle. It's a trend line. That's where I would set my stop on this one. All right. So again, the close above $1.90 today is critical for Cardano ADA. Let's look at Filecoin. I got to quit these rants and move on. Again, with this one, won't spend much time here because we did talk about this yesterday. Anywhere in here, you're good for an entry. Anywhere in here. Just make sure that we don't break below this support. Don't buy down here. Well, I mean, you do what you want, but if I'm in this, that's where I'm selling. All right. My stop is set somewhere down here, and I'm selling. I'm waiting for us to come above this support again before I re-enter. All right. So anywhere in this area is good for an entry. And we're on to our target of $95 in this case. Next coin, UMA. Oh, I love this one. UMA, somebody on TradingView told me about UMA, and this is so pretty. Look at this. Look how pretty this is. I mean, I just love this. This is a good trading action. So when I did analysis for somebody on TradingView, I recommended a buy down here at around $12. All right, what happened? The next day was this candle. We popped all the way up to $22. You would have made $10 per share in one day. Along the way, you would have sold 25%. If you're trading with my subscribers know about this. If you're trading my levels, you sold 25% here and here. And then what happened? You wait for it to come back. You probably might have bought another 25% back here. You certainly would have bought another 25% here, and maybe you still have your 50% in cash reserves, and then we go up again. All right? You're selling 25% here, buying back 25% here. You're still 100% in. You sold 25% here, sold 25% here, came back down, probably bought another 25%. And currently we sit right here. You would have 25% in cash reserves waiting for further upward movement to our final target. But what does all this level playing do for you along the way? Guys, that's the way I made 30x in a year and a half. When I called the bottom of Bitcoin at 4,000-ish area, you could have bought in and you could have been a hodler and you would have made 16x your money. I made double that by this technique that I have called trading the levels. I don't know if it's just something I learned by experience. All right. I don't know if this is something other professional traders teach, but it's what I teach, and this is the value you're going to get by subscribing to me at Studamus. I'm going to teach this. All right. So instead, on this one of doubling your money from $12 to $28, essentially by playing these levels, trading along the way, you can make up to 4 times your money. I mean, say you throw just $1,000 in down here. All right. Pocket change to a lot of you guys. You're going to pay easily for an annual subscription in extra profits along the way. And that's why this content is so valuable. And I believe a lot of you have seen that. And I believe that's why a lot of you have subscribed. And thank you for that. Again, I'm humbled by that. But I just want to reemphasize that point. All right, I got to quit these rambles, ZC, because TradingView only allows me 20 minutes per video. ZC, I'm not really liking this. All right, there's a couple of good things down here. Golden Cross. We did, like I said, we like to come back down, touch a main level of support, kiss mama goodbye before we go up. But for me to be a fan of this one, in fact, I am in this position and I may close out if we do not close above this support here today. Again, today is the key. We need to at least come up and kiss our level of current resistance at 175. But I would preferably like to see us close above this support. All right. If we don't do that, I turn from bullish sentiment to bearish on ZEC. And Zcash is a great privacy coin. I like it, but I just don't like the price action here. I'm going to move along. All right. BAT USDC is where I've got all my work mapped for this one. BAT, basic attention token, still looking good. You can see consolidation here. We're getting into a nice accumulation phase. The news yesterday about the BAT wallet didn't really affect us too much, but we are still bullish as long as we're above this blue trend line. All right. And so nothing's really changed here. We need to break this major resistance, and then we're off to the races. 165 is the target I have on this one. BCH, how much time do I have here? Ooh, 2 minutes. Let's skip the ones I did yesterday. We'll go to the main ones that I did yesterday. ETH, don't have too much time here. All right, same story. We're sitting on major support. We've come down, we've kissed our 50-day. That's a good sign. We're sitting above support here at 4230, 4,230. But looks like Ethereum is telling us the altcoins are going for a slower trajectory forward. We're not going to moon right away. All right. So it's going to be a slower process forward. Let's do total 2, which is all the altcoins, including Ethereum. Same story. We broke below the trend line here. This is still looking good today. This is bullish for altcoins. All right. We're above the 50. We've kissed the 50. We've kissed our support at $1.43 trillion. And we have a small doji, a bullish doji here today. So again, I think we continue forward just a little bit slower than we first expected. That's no problem. Just hold your horses there, guys. All right, one more. Let's do BTC USD, and I'll close out the day. By the way, dominance chart still looks good for BTC as well. It still looks like it's forming that cup that you saw in yesterday's video. We hit our support twice and our 50-day, which coincides. We've got a little bullish doji here. Again, I think we're looking good. 21 seconds. Market sentiment still bullish. The close today on most of these is key, just like I emphasized yesterday. All right, guys. So still leaning bullish bias. Like, subscribe, comment below, and I appreciate your support.